Yo, Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. Today I'm talking to everybody about some interesting gaming news that did kind of catch my eye. Well, popped up yesterday, I believe. And let's go ahead and jump into all three of these articles, alright? Starting off strong, we have basically a wonderful EA story. In this case, goddamn car. What is going on with the whole thing of Star Wars Battlefront 2? Well, apparently since that they said, yes, the first game kind of has a very drastic problem with its content problem. We're going to go ahead and give it a campaign mode because, again, we know that trying to just sell, or at least pass this fucking game off as a goddamn multiplayer game with no fucking story, no, no real, differentiation, like in our multiplayer maps or, like, in our multiplayer modes, we kind of need to rebalance some shit. Now, does that necessarily mean that they're going to actually kind of like bend down and bite the bullet and actually try to make something amazing? Sort of like what Titanfall 2 did? Well, it's difficult to say because, again, Titanfall 2 kind of was already interesting enough with the fact that, or at least like it was already building on like the interesting thing of you have your mech, which is a AI controlled thing. You have your player character, and when you combine them together, you have a badass combination. So it's very difficult to say well, now will EA kind of do what they did last time? Because again, people they really didn't like half of the multiplayer shit in the first game. So that's kind of a problem. Also, on top of that, there was the whole unbalanced problem with having certain characters from, or at least having certain name characters go up against the grunts. You know, you get Darth Vader or Luke out there, or better yet, Emperor Palpatine out there up on the map. You're not killing nobody. So that's kind of where that comes across. You know, and also there was the whole thing of weapon variety too. So they have a lot of shit to tackle, so hopefully they do something that does kind of make people say, well, yeah, I do want to buy the collector's edition. And I wish people would stop doing that, because every company and their mother is actually putting those goddamn things out, and it doesn't seem as though that all of them are really worth the money. But we'll know when the game comes out. On to our next story. Speaking of year, or at the very least, stars in this case, we have Sony's biggest star, which is Crash Bandicoot. And what do we have to say about him? Well, apparently, I believe it was the Ireland showcase of it, I believe, on the Sony website, that they kind of had underneath it, Crash Bandicoot is going to come out June 30th. However, they say that there's a one-year console exclusive underneath the title. Now, most people are kind of up in arms at that, because they are saying, well, now, this game is owned by Sony. Like, Crash Bandicoot is owned by Sony, so therefore they can't outsource the game to any other major company, you know, such as Nintendo or Xbox. Now, I was sort of thinking on that, and I was like, well, it might pop up on PC, because again, Sony has been doing that for a good chunk of their games, to where that they do keep them for just a little bit, but now they're getting way more lax in putting their games up upon the PC servers, and, you know, kind of showing them out upon Steam. Sorry, that was my phone. But it seems though that that's what they plan on doing, but also at the same time, it might just be coming to Vita. It might be coming to the PlayStation 3, because again, Sony, they really don't want to let that fucking console die. And give or take that this might just be the remastered version of all three of those games with probably not that much of a difference other than it just looking better. It might run better, or at least it might be able to run on previous generation console tech, because again, as I said before, they can't let that fucking console die yet. So why not beat a dead horse and just put this game upon that older shit? But then again, that does kind of go into the wording though of them saying console. You know, But also then again, that does kind of support my whole PC claim though, because again, if it's 1 year console exclusive, it probably wouldn't go to another fucking console. It would probably go to a PC. So that's kind of where that's going. But then again, please tell me what do you think about this down in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves Show. Keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.